If every time you post on social media, all you hear is this, then you're in the right place because in today's video, I'm sharing exactly how to increase your engagement on any platform. That's right. Despite what experts say, and that you need to have a specific strategy for each individual platform, which, let's be real, that can be really overwhelming, especially if you're just starting out. The truth is, there are a number of different tactics that work universally on each of the major platforms. Be sure to stick around to the very end because if you landed on this video looking for ways to increase engagement on your social media content so that you can land clients for your brand new business, then I might be able to help you out with that. So stick around to the end to learn how. Hello there, and if you're new here, my name is Corey Logaitis, and welcome to my channel, the place for aspiring entrepreneurs to learn how to make their dream of going from employee to entrepreneur a reality. I've been a digital marketer back as far as 2008, but I only started accounts for my own business 10 years later in 2018. In less than a year's time, I was able to grow my audience across platforms to over 40,000 people in less than 6 months. I now specialize in helping people launch brand new businesses using low and no cost strategies, just like social media. So let's go ahead and dive into how to increase your social media engagement, whatever platform that you're on. All right, so first things first, it's important to understand how the algorithms work. And honestly, they all pretty much work the same across platforms. So every social media platform's goal is to keep people on the platform, right? They make more money the more time people spend using their app or their service or, on their feeds. So if you create content that keeps people on there, whether it be an engaging video that keeps people on for 30 seconds, a minute, or has a caption that people stay on there and read it till the very end, that's going to show the algorithm that your content is valuable and it's going to show it to more people. Every platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they all prioritize this, right? So that's ultimately how you end up ranking and how more people see what it is that you're posting. Now, in the event that you are going to create content to grow your business, which, by the way, this is not something that I recommend for brand new entrepreneurs. If you are a brand new business owner, I actually recommend that you check out this video here and learn this alternative strategy to do social media marketing that does not involve content, as well as why I recommend that, right? But if you are creating content, and that is a personal choice, then this is what you need to know. So the most important thing is that you are creating content that has value. It has to be valuable, right? Because it's the valuable content that keep people on the platform longer. So I'm sure you're asking me like, hey, Corey, all right, that's all well and good, but what exactly is valuable content, right? So the easiest way I like to break it down is the content needs to be in one of three categories. It needs to be either inspirational, it needs to be entertaining, or it needs to be educational, right? If it doesn't meet any of those criteria, truth is it really isn't that valuable. So non-valuable content would be anything that isn't related to your niche, right? So taking a photo of your lunch from today isn't hyper relevant to your target audience. If you're watching this and thinking like, well, I'm not sure who my target audience is, it's really important that you have this ironed out before you even go through this process of trying to market using content to begin with. So one great place I would recommend that you start is this video here on the secret to finding your niche. That'll walk you through the process to pick out a target market that then the rest of this video makes more sense. So from here, when you're in the process of creating content, you need to create content that not only provides value, as perceived by your target audience, but it also needs to be done using the terminology and the words and the phrases that your audience uses. It's so important that you know your target audience better than they know themselves. Because when you're able to do this, when you create content, people come across it and they think, oh my goodness, this person knows me so well. I resonate with this. They understand me. They get it, right? It's always really exciting to be on the receiving end of enjoying and consuming content that way. It's really up to you and it's your responsibility to know your target audience well enough to be able to provide this kind of experience. So again, if you are not clear on this yet, that is fine. It's part of the process. Make sure that you check out this video first. It'll walk you through the process. Once you're clear on all of that, from here, when you're starting to create your content for engagement, you want to make sure that you're using both copywriting hooks as well as engaging questions, both in the creative itself, which would be your video, your image, whatever the actual media is, as well as your writing in your caption. Hooks are written to grab somebody's attention. That's the purpose of having a well-written hook. I'm going to go ahead and show some examples of hooks right here. So here's a really easy hack if you are new to copywriting and you're really unsure about how to write a hook. Go through accounts that you currently follow that are similar to your niche and look at their hooks. The hook is usually the very first sentence in the caption or the very first, thing that grabs you in the media. From there, make a list of the ones that you find to be the most engaging. And you'll notice when you do this that usually they follow a specific formula or a template. Use the template that you discover to be able to create your own versions of hooks. Another thing you should be incorporating into your content is engaging questions. Now, where a lot of folks go wrong with this is they'll ask a question that requires an in-depth answer. And truth is, and I'm sure you can relate to this if you consume social media content on your own, you don't got no time to be writing an essay to answer somebody's question, right? So you really need to make sure that when you're asking a question, that you're providing some kind of a question that only requires a one-word answer, or maybe even an emoji or some other way for people to convey, what their answer would be to it. So here are some other great examples of, engaging questions. A great, super easy way to get more engagement via questions is to utilize polls. You could use polls on Twitter. You could do polls in, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, even within the body of the post itself, whatever the media is, just by giving people an option, an A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, and having them put their vote in the comments. You could also utilize polling features specifically via the platform. They make it super easy to collect information and engagement that way. The next way to very easily increase engagement is to make sure you're using clear CTAs, or call to action. Call to action's purpose is to directly tell people what it is you want them to do after they consume your post. Because the truth is, if you don't communicate with them what it is your expectations are of them consuming that content, they're not going to do anything because they have no idea what to do. So this is really your responsibility to figure out what the purpose is for that piece of content and what action you want the audience member to take on doing it. So is it to sign up for your email list? Is it to book a call? Make sure that you're using that, whether it be in the caption directly, or you can even use a call to action like click the link below in the captions to further increase more engagement. One super simple hack for CTAs is if you're promoting some kind of a link. So let's say it's the link to join your email list, or the link to book a call, or even the link to view your YouTube video, right? Don't put the link natively in the post itself, right? In the caption even. You want to make sure that you're dropping that link in the comments, or best yet, even better, telling people to comment below if you would like for me to send the link. Because every time somebody clicks the link in the comments or comments, I want it, please send it to me, I'm interested, that signals to the algorithm that the post is valuable, and it keeps kind of cycling from there. So that's a really easy way to increase engagement by having people interact to get access to something additional that you're providing them. The next way to increase your engagement even further is to make sure that you're responding to every single comment. Respond to your comments, drop a DM to people who like the post. There's a reason they're interacting with it, and social media is called social media for a reason, right? So reach out and thank them for it. Now, one thing to remember too is comments on your own post, whether it be to respond to somebody responding to you, or even to provide additional detail, counts as engagement. So the more that you interact in the comments, the more valuable the post becomes in the feed, and it gets shown to more people. So more comments equals better engagement. The same thing goes with DMs. So like I had mentioned before, the suggestion of reaching out to anybody who even likes your post, drop them a quick DM, introduce yourself, even if they don't follow you, and just thank them for liking your post. because then from there, if they choose to respond to you, which many people might not, but a lot of people do, that shows the algorithm that they have interest in interacting with you. So then the next time one of your posts pops up, they're more likely to show it to that person because they know that an interaction with you kept them on the platform longer. So they're going to prioritize that. So one last tip on, comments and DMs is when you get a comment on one of your posts, even if it's something simple like, oh, this was a great post, thank you for sharing it. Ask them another question. Again, very simple, engaging question. You want to make sure it's a one-word answer, but that's a great way to keep the conversation going in the comments and keep people on your post longer. My last and final tip on how to increase engagement on social media is simple. Show some love to the people who follow you. For every single time somebody follows you, send them a quick DM and say, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so happy to have connected with you on here. This again notifies the algorithm that you guys know each other, especially if they choose to re-engage back with you to share why it was that they followed you, which is also great data from learning what type of content you should keep creating, right? When you ask them, hey, what made you want to follow me? And people share with you, it gives you so much insight on what it is that your audience wants that you could provide even more value in the future. As a bonus, it, triggers the algorithm into knowing, hey, these people are interacting, this content creator is keeping people on the platform, let's prioritize their content and keep that relationship going. Now, a final bonus tip that will help you not only get more engagement on your own account, but will help you get more engagement in your industry is to make sure that you're having regular conversations on hashtags that your audience follows. And the reason why for this is because the more that your account posts on these hashtags and on these threads, the more of an authority in your industry your specific account becomes. So they're going to start prioritizing you in the algorithm to people outside of your network who could be the best potential clients for you. So that sums it up. When you boil it down, increasing engagement on social media is really just all about being more social. That's why all these different tips and tactics that I shared with you today work on every single platform. Remember, it's called social media for a reason. I truly hope that learning these social media engagement strategies were helpful. If in the event that you're still stuck on what you might be doing wrong to get the results that you want, I can help. Check out the description below to book a strategy session with me and my team to figure out exactly where the gap might be and whether or not my program, the Validate Your Biz Blueprint, might be a good fit for your business and your goals. If you've made it this far watching today's video, drop a comment below with the word engagement. I would love to personally thank you for watching all the way through, as well as demonstrate how engagement can work in the comments. If you enjoyed what you learned in this video and are ready for more, be sure to check out these videos next. And if you really found what I shared today valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. I'll see you next time.